Oh, good day to all. I'm Harlequin. This is my son Tristan,
And that is Bevan. Ah!
and this is Bevan. And I am not a medical professional, nor am I an autism specialist. What I am is a single parent who has an amazing son who has ASD and has the whole entire world in front of him. Now, this is a peaceful channel, and any negative, hateful, or trolling comments will be deleted. So, as promised, in today's video, we're going to have a Q&A between Tristan and I, since there has been no questions in the comments. So, for a future Q&A, please put any questions that you may have in the comments. And then once we have a few questions in the comments section, we will do another Q&A addressing those comments and questions. So, let's begin. So, Tristan, first question to you is, this is a big one, you ready?
I know.
Yeah, you ready? You all set?
Let's just get this over with.
Okay, first question is, you have ASD, autism spectrum disorder.
Yeah.
So I want to know, and I'm sure the viewers might like to know, what was your reaction, what did you think, and how did you feel when you realized that you had autism?
I can't really remember that far or in the past, but I would assume I was probably surprised and confused because I probably didn't even know what that meant at the time.
Okay.
Well,
but now that you do know what it means?
I think it kind of fits me because I'm not really the best with making friends. I'm not really the best understood type of guy. So I think it kind of fits me.
Okay. Do you have any more thoughts about it?
No.
Okay, now it's your turn to ask me a question. Any question you want.
How did it feel when you first got your tattoos?
When I first got my tattoos, you mean with my very first one, or?
Like the first one you've ever got, the first one that ever existed on your body.
Oh, the first one I ever got was this phoenix right here. And I got that 1 week after my 18th birthday. And, gosh, that was so long ago. Anyway, and I appreciated the art of it, but I did not appreciate how it felt. A lot of people think that it kind of tickles or it doesn't bother them. Not me. That very first one and every single tattoo that I have gotten, and I have over 30 individual pieces at this point. Every single tattoo I loved afterwards of getting them because I love the artwork of them.
But how did it feel when you were actually in progress?
But I do not enjoy getting the tattoos because for me, it hurts. And it hurts not just a little, it hurts pretty bad. And I just have to sit in the chair and hold still and just deal with it for hours.
Well, what does it feel like
Well, what tattoos are is it's like little tiny needles that go in and out of your skin with ink, right? And it feels like, it doesn't feel like a needle going in and out because they're so small and they go in and out so fast. But what it feels like is a really, really hard scratch across your skin. That's what it feels like to me. So that's my answer.
If I ever get a tattoo, I'm probably going to have a freak out attack since I have trypanophobia.
Yes, which is why I highly encourage you not to get a tattoo. Now, what is it called?
Trypanophobia.
Now, Tristan does have an actual, like, literal phobia of needles.
If I had to get a shot any day, I would freak out.
Yeah. So, needles and his medical shots are really hard and difficult, but we get through it. And I tell the doctors that he is actually literally phobic of them, and that doesn't seem to matter. But that's neither here nor there. So it's my turn for a question. So today in school, in science class, for the first several minutes of science, we actually talked about grilled cheese. Now, when Tristan has grilled cheese, it has to be on a certain type of bread, a certain brand, a certain type, a certain brand and type of cheese.
A certain way it's cut
It has to be a certain way that it's cut,
or
and
cooked.
and if it's and cooked, and if it's not that way, like if it's not cut in triangles, and if it's burnt even just a little bit, he will absolutely not even touch it. However, if it's done the exact correct way, grilled cheese are one of his favorite things, and as those who know autism know, he does get in stages where he wants the same thing for for dinner every single night.
But as those who know about Tauruses, I can also eat a wide variety of different foods because I'm a Taurus.
Yes. Okay. Yes. But so grilled cheese are one of his favorite things. We always have stuff for grilled cheese. Because he does tend to like them over and over and over again. So, my question is, what is so incredibly good about a really nice grilled cheese?
Honestly, the cheese taste it gives is off when like you eat it. I like the fact, and I like the cheesy taste it has.
Mm-hmm.
I also like how it's like super soft. If very often it's not really hard. If I I just prefer grilled cheese sandwiches to be soft than cheesy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. Now it's your turn for a question to me.
When hmm when yeah, when when I was first born, how did you and my mother react?
Well, first of all, I'm not gonna say anything about how your mother reacted because I am not her. I cannot speak for her.
Nor is she even here.
Nor is she here. That's a story for a different time. But how I felt is, I have to be honest because my first thought when you were born was I was extremely nervous. And the reason why I was so nervous
was because taking a child would take a lot of responsibility and be very hard to do.
No, I was all sent prepared for that. But what I was nervous about was that right after you were born, the doctor insisted that if I wanted to cut your umbilical cord, and I was so nervous to do that.
Because you thought I was gonna die?
No.
Or something like that?
No, I didn't really know at that point in time how nerves worked and those type of things, and I didn't want to hurt you. So I didn't know if by cutting that cord, it would actually hurt you in doing so.
It is not how umbilical cords work.
So I cut it, it was fine, and then after that, I was so happy and loved you so much, and it was just like, I was like, well, that's it. Here's my soul. It's yours.
Here's my soul.
Do with it what you want.
As if I'm the devil.
Anyway, it's like, It was an amazing thing. It was the best experience of my entire life. Seriously.
A child would be the best experience of anyone's life, to be honest.
I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. So that's how I reacted.
All right. Now it's your turn to ask me a question.
Okay, so my question to you is, now that you're in
Eighth grade.
online schooling, and you're doing schooling at home, and everything like that, and you seem to be really comfortable with your schooling here, and all the help you're getting from the teachers, and all of the all of your needs being met educationally and everything like that. I would like you to give me your thoughts on how school is for you now here, online school, as compared to going to school in person. And if it's, I want to hear any thoughts you have, whether they're good or bad or both or anything.
I'm going to be honest. It's not stress. It's less stressful, but more stressful at the same time. I don't know how. Less stressful because I wouldn't have to deal with with one, annoying people that just won't shut up. Two, I wouldn't actually have to go multiple classes, especially because it's a fact I could run into someone. But more stressful due to the fact of work.
Yeah, there is no way to get out of schoolwork. That is true. So, but you do have to admit, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but you do have to admit that doing your schoolwork verbally in class by just talking about the answers is a lot easier. Am I right or am I wrong?
I know you said you weren't doing this, but don't put words in my mouth.
Okay, I was just making an assumption. I apologize. The question is to you, not to me.
Anyways, it's my turn.
Okay.
So, when was the first time you ever actually snapped? Actually got furious, or angry at something?
I get angry, but it does not happen that I snap, ever. And that's just the truth of it.
Alrighty then. And when was the first? What was the first video game you have actually ever played in your life?
The first video game I've ever actually played in my life.
And this goes to anything, from mobile to console.
The first video game was on the Atari 2600, and there was 4 games that I played, all in the same day, and I don't remember what order they were in, so I can't say the exact first. But the first games that I played were Miss Pac-Man, Centipede, Q*bert, and Pitfall.
I don't really know what Pitfall is. Q*bert, you can relate to. I've played that a couple of times before in the past. It's Miss Pac-Man. Who even remembers there's that game? And the second, and wait, what was the second one again? Centipede.
Yeah.
I didn't play that game either, but I actually heard of it. It's like a fighting game or something like that.
We sort of played it at Dave & Buster's.
Sort of.
Yeah, that was that one that we sat down and we had all the bugs and mushrooms and stuff.
Oh, is that actually how it is?
Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
Okay, now it's your turn.
Okay, so it's my turn. So my question is, so you like cheese pizza, correct?
Specifically Devani's.
Devani's, yes, that's your favorite. But my question is, why is it that you like cheese pizza and you don't like any other toppings on your pizza?
In my opinion, I just don't really like toppings. I prefer to have my pizza plain cheese. I don't really I can't really give an exact answer as to why because I don't really know why myself.
Okay, fair. Alright, it's time for your question.
It went and things would get stressed as full in the school that you used to work at, when you were a student teacher. How would you usually handle it?
Well, because being a professional, if I got stressed out, I wouldn't let it show. I just buried it. And when I got home, I just am in the habit of keeping it buried. So in my head, I have tons of file cabinets filled with files upon files of stress and anxiety and all that.
And all right, and now it's your turn.
Okay, it's my turn. So this is my last question. Okay?
Okay.
So we got Bevan and we love her as part of our family.
I know that.
But she is also your emotional support animal.
I know what that Bevan is that.
I would like you to tell me your thoughts and how Bevan actually helps you out.
I'll be honest. If she uses her goofy and chaoticness, it's to her advantage. Whenever she's doing something like cute or funny or chaotic like that, I'm just happy. It's like when you're like having in a sugar high or something. I can't really explain it. If you ever had a dog, have you ever had this feeling to where like you would when a dog would like rest its head by you, you would just in your mind and would just be filled with awe and all you can process is pure adorability to the point of tearing up in your mind.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's kind of hard to describe. You need to experience it for yourself to understand.
Yep.
But that's basically it.
Adorability. I like that. Alright, so it's your turn.
Now this one might get a little personal.
Okay.
How did you feel when me, my mother, or you, when probably other people, how did you feel about the tornado incident when I was a baby?
Wow, that is kind of personal. So, first and foremost, before anything else, I was scared because I was at work and you and your biological mom were home and there was nothing I could do. Because you guys were there and I was home and I called her and we were on the phone and everything like that. But yeah, I was just scared. I was worried about you.
Well, how did you feel when we were in the tornado?
I just told you I was scared.
So basically all you felt was fear and anxiety, basically.
Yes. Now, for those who are watching, if anyone from this local area, Minneapolis, Minnesota, remembers, a while back in North Minneapolis, there was that tornado.
Let me tell it.
Well, just let me go first. There was that tornado in North Minneapolis, and at the time we lived in North Minneapolis, and as I said, I was at work and they were home, and that was that.
I remember me and Dad were in one of each of the tornadoes. I can't remember if my mom was in one though. But yeah, it was a very terrifying experience.
Yep. Yep. All right. So, ding, ding, ding. Bonus question, real quick before we go. What is your favorite Super Smash Brothers character?
I prob, I prob, I would. You mean like in general?
Yes. That you fight with.
I would. Do fan made characters count?
No. What's in the actual game?
Darn it. Then I'll have to. Well, then I'll have to. Well, then it's either a tie between between Hero, Greninja, and Pyra and Mithra. It's a three-way tie. If it were fan made, I would say Metal Sonic though.
Okay. And for those that missed, that was either Hero, Greninja, or what was the third one?
Pyra and Mithra.
Pyra and Mithra.
But if it was fan made, I would say Metal Sonic.
Yes.
If any of you guys even know who Metal Sonic is, he's basically the robot version of Sonic who was programmed to be like Sonic.
What is your favorite MK11 character?
And I'd say Melina.
Melina?
And do not judge me. I know how you people can think. Melina is my queen and I will respect her as such.
Okay. My favorite Super Smash Brothers character by far has to be Sheik. I think she's an awesome character. Joker is my second favorite. Not the Batman Joker, but this other character named Joker. Persona. Or I don't know anything about him, but I like him in Super Smash Bros. But my favorite character by far is Sheik.
And what about Mortal Kombat?
And Sheik, from what Tristan told me, I had no idea, but Sheik is actually
Zelda in disguise.
Is actually Zelda in disguise.
That isn't in something I actually knew myself. I was watching YouTube and apparently one of the Smash Bros. Characters called Pit. And, he has a secret like dialogue with Palutena and Viridi, and during the conversation he was getting tips on Sheik, and Pit's just like, wait, how Sheik is just Zelda, right, in disguise? Wait, is there a new timeline? And like that, and I was like, wait, Sheik is Zelda in disguise?
Cool. And my favorite MK11 character, and in all honesty, and a lot of other MK games, has to be Sindel. Because in my mind, Sindel is a siren. So I just think she's really cool. I really like her special move. I really like her storyline. She's my favorite.
Explain to me how in your mind Sindel is a siren.
Because one of her special moves is she screams, and that's what sirens do.
You mean a banshee?
No, that's a different mythology. It's similar, but it's different.
Sirens sing, sirens sing, not scream.
And if I'm not mistaken, and I may be wrong, it has happened before that I am wrong, but banshees are Irish, Scottish. Let me know in the comments if I'm right or if I'm wrong.
I don't think I think a banshee is like Roman.
I don't know, but anyway, that in my mind, that's how Sindel is.
Sirens sing, not scream.
Okay, I hear you. So, with those fun questions to end this video.
If it was in general, I would say the Cyberlink way, being Cyber, the Sub-Zero, Cyber Smoke, Cyrex, and Sector.
Okay. And with all those questions and ending on those fun questions, we're at 24 minutes and 45 seconds, 46, 47, 48.
I
49.
will slap you.
Yeah.
It's not my catchphrase.
Yeah.
It's not funny. Ah.
And it's recorded. And it's recorded. Oh, those are Tristan's 3 catchphrases.
They are not my catchphrases.
Okay. So, anyway, this has been a really fun video. I loved it. What do you think?
Not bad.
Alright, so as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.
You tried too hard to be like those YouTubers.
That's exactly right. So, until the next one. Oh, that reminds me. Tomorrow's video will be a playlist
Playlist?
a playlist slash
Sash.
okay, a playlist slash concert slash directorial of Tristan's musical tastes and favorite songs and all that good stuff.
These are probably going to be a lot of Friday Funkin' songs. Do not judge me. I love that game.
Alright, so with that, we're now at 26 minutes and 16 seconds. Bye now.
Keep the fire rolling, team.